Thomas Aquinas was from a middle-class family born in Aquino, Italy. He believes in both faith and reason. Because Thomas Aquinas wanted to leave his own family that had the historic tie of the church, he had been in quite a disaster of a life. But until he died, he tried to find a way to combine the meaning of faith and reason, and goes on his own way.
All right, let's get started. So, I guess we'll start with some formalities. What's your name?
My name is Thomas Aquinas, but my students, they call me Dumb Ox.
Well, why is that?
Because I'm big and I speak a bit slow.
Well, that's pretty amazing that you've become the man you are today, even with your difficulties. You have my respect. So, where are you from?
I grew up in a castle, far away, to Landulf and Theodora of Aquino.
Well, you have always been a man of humble mind. That castle always probably felt more like a prison to you. How did you decide to get into priesthood?
Honestly, it did. It was terrible. It really was. They had me in there. They tried to send me nice ladies or whatever. I wasn't having it. But, my family, they wanted me to be an abbot. Like my uncle. He was a member of the Benedictine monastery. I'm not sure if you know where that is. It's not important. But even that was a bit pretentious for me. While in school, I was exposed to the teachings of Aristotle. In Naples, I met a man named John of St. Julian. He influenced me to join the Dominican order, and my parents were not happy about me becoming a Dominican friar, to say the least.
That's interesting. What did your parents do?
Typical parent things. They tried kidnapping me.
Oh, wow.
That didn't work, though. Quite a smart man for a dumb ox, because, I moved to Rome.
That is quite a story you're telling there. Sounds like your family had some issues. What was their main concern with you becoming a Dominican friar?
Well, they wanted me to follow the family line of Benedictines, but instead I chose to seek out and improve upon Aristotle's work, by proving that faith and reason could coexist.
Okay, well that sounds like a pretty wild out there idea. Do you really think that's possible?
Who can say? Now I can say, of course. A man's knowing of God is acceptance of reason. In fact, the church would have you believe that God is some type of mystery or far out there concept that you can only meet in death. But I believe that if you are true to him in life, this is far better and will bring you much closer to reason.
All right. Well, that is quite an interesting concept you present. Now, the idea of faith in God has been tradition and simply just what has been assumed for centuries now. What makes you think you can change this?
Well, humans are curious creatures, to say the least. So, as science becomes growingly more explored and people are bound to start asking questions about faith in God.
That is true, but how do you plan on making it a practice to bridge the divide between faith and reason?
That's a good question. Faith and reason are both individually separate ways of knowing. Reason covers what we know through experience and logic, while faith covers what we know by God's special revelation to us. Faith builds on reason in that they are both ways of arriving at the same truth. And so essentially, we must have both in order to arrive at this truth. They're intertwined in that way.
Wow, how insightful and informative this has been. Thank you for sharing all your wisdom and knowledge, and I hope to speak to you again.
Galen was born in Pergamon, which is found in Greece. He was born and raised in a wealthy family. Galen carried out his father's beliefs and became the god of medicine in the Pergamon Empire. There are 130 surgical procedures that are taught for medical students today. He also had successful modern medical treatments that are carried out from 2,000 years ago, which Galen had already discovered. Galen's brilliant reputation brought attention in all of Rome. He became the most well-known physician in history. He was dealing with the most powerful man in the ancient world. man with the enemies. It was never an easy matter whatsoever. But his excellent instruments were also very outstanding. Many empires admired Galen's original surgical instruments. Galen took dangerous risks year after year with all the surgeries other surgeons couldn't have succeeded before. Galen did it right, and he proved to the world, including his own son's surgery.
You're the most talented physician in Alexandria. How are you going to keep up with your work? There are many gladiators getting stronger and stronger, fighting for the higher positions.
I know. I don't really trust the hand of the gods, though. I trust the surgeon's hand.
Like your hand?
Obviously. I'm planning on publishing a book in the spring. My technique will be used across the entire empire.
How can you be so positive about the treatment that no one has ever discovered before?
Well, you just cut open a pig, observe its nerves a little bit, and make sure that your technique works. Yeah.
I have a crush on this gladiator. His name is Tom. I have been helping out with your whole life. Can you please talk to him for me?
Fuck no. I cured his back last week. He has a very strong body structure and a strong will to fight the Persians. You're nowhere near his level. I have no time for your ridiculous love stories. I have better things to do.
What exactly are you doing?
I'm studying this pig's organs to see how it relates to the human body in an attempt to create more practical ways of treating humans. You're too much of a fool to understand this. But did you know, if you switch your face with the pigs, maybe Tom will want to date you?
You're too cocky, Galen. I shouldn't have said anything.
Galen was born in 129 AD, which is in the 2nd century. Thomas Aquinas was born in the 18th century, 1225, which is more than 1,000 years apart. But because Thomas was such a fan of Galen, Thomas meets Galen in his dreams. In this dream, Thomas and Galen have a little talk, which was a dream come true for Thomas. Let's look at how that all went down.
Oh man, this is a nice steak. I want to get this. Oh, wait a second. Are you Galen?
I'm busy.
Wait. You're like one of the best surgeons in the world. I'm gonna need to watch you for a sec.
I know who you are. You are Thomas Aquinas, who believes in both faith and reason. I'm not interested in someone like you.
Oh, come on. I'm a huge fan.
I have a loyal approach to what I am passionate about. I cannot depend on God or faith for my own technique. I practice and earn skills from my own effort, so time is extremely valuable for me. You can go ahead and fleet now. Trying to be nice to everyone and show good faces to everyone is just what immature, early school-age kids would do.
Immature early school. Alright, whatever, man. Didn't you used to have a beard or something? Never mind that. I heard you were a cocky guy, but seeing it in real life, that's really entertaining. It's like seeing God shitting in the street. It's crazy.
Would you like to see me connect the pig nerves into your nerves? It might help you with your nonsense.
I like your attitude. But I do get your frustration. I'm passionate about my own discoveries too, you know.
What do you know about faith, which fix all the illness, or God is creating every instrument I work to obtain?
Galen, turn down your nerve. I'm sure you know that pride does nothing good for you, spirit or health-wise.
Spirit of the health? Do you even understand the study of the health? Do you think the spirit would tell you how to cut a human body?
Interesting.
Would your spirit tell you to experiment with the nervous system? Would it tell you that the problems may be coming from a spinal cord or not the actual part of your body that hurts?
Wait a minute. Are you trying to blame me for the fall of the Western Roman Empire? I tried, Galen. I tried. I really did. I tried to the death to reform the work of Aristotle, but, you know, the fall was coming from the whole empire. The whole world was against me.
Well, that would do you good.
You don't get it, Galen. I want to tell you everything that happened, but it's just too twisted.
Look, do you know what is twisted? This nervous system that does around your body, I'm just focusing on the real side.
You still don't get it, do you? Yes, I was born in the kingdom of Sicily, and yes, I was serving for the King Roger II as a knight. But I know I'm a man of means.
Dude, be a hero, not a zero.
And I am! You weren't even alive anymore when shit started to go down.
I'm all ears here, because I know that shit goes down and comes out from your anus. Continue.
I had to fight for the Dominican order. Do you understand? Fought to educate millions of people about theology. Albertus Magnus is my man of all time. So I became an apprentice professor in Cologne. I gave instructions of your old treatment to the people who believed in Western philosophy.
Oh, you know my technique? Or just that I existed?
You're still not getting the point. Don't cut me off.
Oh, I can if you continue to generalize the point, which you are. I have all of my original surgical instruments in my hand.
I was in the heart of the academic debate. And because my whole family and the world was against me from pursuing my own belief to the people.
Stop. Just say that God is your superstition and our meeting will be the end.
Galen, I was in Naples in the 18th century, and you never knew what that means, do you?
What's that?
Well educated, but struck with the monastic loyalty. So much power, so much money, so much influence. I was in it since I was born.
Oh shit, that sounds rough, man.
I was put into prison, real jail, not whatever Takashi 6, whatever you call him, is in or anything, but real jail. Almost for a whole year of my life, man. At my own family's castle in Aquino.
Your own place? What kind of parents do you have?
I'm resilient as fuck, Galen, to tell you the truth. They locked me into a small room until my mind got so fucked.
Holy moly macaroni! My ears are getting rotten.
Oh, sorry about that. It's a different time, different people, different vernacular. And then after that, I even more wanted to push Aristotle's belief of knowledge that is coming from the sensory reception, of course.
Now we're talking.
Yeah. They brought me some They brought me some nice ladies in prison, you know. I was captured to try, and they were, there to pleasure me or whatever, I don't know. But I hated my life, even more when they did that.
Nice ladies? How much did you have to pay?
I am serious here. I mean, the first girl, she was nice, but I know you got your daddy's money to introduce you to the world of medicine. I didn't have that kind of support like you. We're not all blessed with a golden spoon in our mouth or anything, but I made a turn in my life, which I did all by myself without my family's help.
Fair enough.
I was born in 1215. The Dominican was first recognized in 1260. Yeah, that's right. I saw the change in my vision to find out and tell the truth.
Was that a slap in the face for your family?
Now you're finally understanding me.
I have more brain than most people.
Well, let me tell you, I am here to explain to you why I'm a man of means, you know? I decided to join the Dominican.
Sounds like an order of the preachers to me.
No. Most people take that away, but the real meaning is defending the truth.
Oh fuck, come on, did you get killed from your family?
Galen, let me tell you. No, I am a man of will. I am a man of commitment. I am the man of the resistance to the noble house that breaks the historic tie of the Monte Casino.
Don't think about it too much, too much, too much, too